Hello, Leo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your weekly reading for October 21st to the 27th. We're going to get right into your reading, and we're going to start with your incoming energies. So we're going to find out what those are, and then we will get right into the tarot cards, and we will do a 9-card spread. All right, Leo. Please remember this is a general reading, so take the parts that resonate and leave the rest. And if it does resonate with you, please leave comments. It helps me to connect with your energy, and I really appreciate and love to read all of the comments. And I want to really thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your love and support. It's been a wonderful journey, so thank you so much. All right, Leo, let's get your incoming messages for the week. Got one there. Let's see if we can get at least 2. That's helpful. Let's see if we can get one more. Spirit, angels, guides. There we go. Oh, we've got 3 for you. What's going on with you? All right, I'm going to read them, but we're going to get into them in more detail. You've got number 6, Harmony. This is the Lover's card in the traditional tarot deck. This is Gemini energy. So we've got Harmony. We've got number 4, Firm Foundation. So this is all to do with your root chakra. This has to do with building strength in your foundation. And then you got number 3, Heartache and Loss. So there could be something, again, with heartache and loss. That could be something that you are dealing with right now. Maybe maybe a foundation is changing in a relationship. Maybe there is something that is, changing around you right now. We will find out more when we get into the tarot cards. But let's start with the bottom of the deck here. So Leo, we're going to go 3 back. These are your current energies. They're the energies that you are bringing into the reading this week. So we've got number 2, the sacral chakra. This can be all about your creative side. It can have a lot to do with how you view your self-worth. It can do with our sensuality. It is located just under the belly button, so it is more the reproductive organs. So it can have a lot to do with our sensuality, absolutely. It looks as if number 7, stand your ground. It looks like you're having to stand your ground here with something with 6, the memories of love. So are you standing your ground with something from the past? Have you felt some sort of heartache and loss from the past, and you feel as if you're having to stand your ground? And it could be somebody who, it could be for some of you. And again, it's not going to be for all of you because it's general reading, but it could be somebody who is more on an intimate level for sure with that sacral chakra. I'm feeling like maybe you are having to reevaluate. Maybe you're reevaluating a relationship and you're really starting to stand up for yourself here. You're starting to realize that, if there's things that, aren't meeting your standards, that you are ready to stand up for yourself here because you want to build a firm foundation. And you want to do that in a partnership, absolutely. And the partnership has to be something that meets your standards. And I think that there's nothing wrong with that. We shouldn't ever have to compromise the things that are extremely important to us. All right, so those are your current energies. Now let's get into the incoming energies because again, we've got an interesting sort of messages here. So we've got number 6, Harmony. So this can be about choice. It's not always necessary to do with love relationships because relationships, there are so many relationships that we deal with on a daily basis with our friends, colleagues at work, business partners, even acquaintances, strangers. I mean, there's so many connections on a daily basis. But I think that there's some choice here because really the Lover's card can be about choice. I think that you are really feeling like you want to build a firm foundation in your life and it's really important to you. And I think you might be at a crossroads right now where you're trying to decide which direction it is you need to go. And this is why you're feeling a choice because there is a mountain sort of in your way, which is an obstacle. And you feel that there's an obstacle that is maybe, it's actually helping you change your thought process. Hence why I think this heartache and loss is linked to something from your past. I think it's something that you are working through the difficulties with because you're standing your ground, but it's something that you need to figure out what you are going to do with this heartache and loss, how you're going to get through it. Because if you continue to hold on to it, it might be preventing you either from a really wonderful relationship, and it's also preventing you from really giving you that solid foundation. So again, heartache and loss doesn't always have to be love relationships. They can be work related too. You could have choice about a job that you feel, you know what, you've been feeling heartache and loss. Maybe you're changing your job. Maybe you lost a job in the past. You're looking for a new job and you want a job that is going to be more in line with filling the needs for your firm foundation. You want to be able to buy a house. You want to be able to set yourself up for success. There's choices this week that are going to come into play with that. All right, let's get right into your 9-card spread. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all 9 cards first. I'm going to read the cards out as I lay them down, but then we're going to focus on the first row and I'm going to clarify them. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the first row for you, my beautiful Leo. All those beautiful Leos out there. Find out there are some changes happening for you. I think this change is something that's necessary. These two come together. All right, so the first card you got here, number 12, the Hanged Man. Pisces energy ruled by Neptune. The second card here, you got number 16, the Tower. The Tower is sometimes a necessity, right? Sudden changes. We're going to see what the cards that surround them. It helps us develop a better understanding. The two cards that came out together, the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Very interesting that these two would come out together because we were kind of roughly talking about relationships and being in a relationship that offers more stability. And this very well could be representation of those two cards. All right, let's get the next row. We're going to get all of those cards first, and then we're going to focus on that first row. So we've got, wow, those all wanted to come out like that. We've got the 8 of Wands, lots of beautiful positive movement forward. You have got Justice right in the center of your reading, meaning that yes, even though sometimes in life we feel like things are unbalanced and things sometimes don't always feel fair, we don't understand why life has to go through all these cycles and changes, but it brings and restores the balance. It also brings you truth and fairness. And then you've got the beautiful Page of Cups. New energy coming in for you. So for those of you looking for love, there could be a proposal of some sort. It's a nice new creative time for you. Look, we've got the Lovers. Those two are in the center. And your last card. All right, we've got the 6, which is the Lovers. It came up twice in your reading. Again, this is going to be a week of choice. The two cards that came out together here is the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. And then the last card here is the 7 of Cups. Let's get right into this. All right, we're going to start with that Hanged Man energy. So number 12, the Hanged Man, again, ruled by Neptune. This is you are sacrificing something of yourself here. And I think that you kind of are ready to take a little bit of, it's almost like you're sacrificing maybe a little bit of time here. You're trying to figure something out. You're trying to look at things from a different perspective. It's almost as if you are seeking something that's going to help you change your mindset. Sometimes that requires us to take a little bit of a time out. So there are some delays and things that are happening for you right now. And I think that this delay is something that you need. There is something that needs to be restructured around you so that you can create that firm foundation. And you can't be clear on the decisions that you need to make with that Harmony and the Lovers card coming up twice in your reading. It's hard to make choice if you don't feel like you have all the answers. And I think that the answers are actually something that are going to happen within. It's almost as if you are going to have this sudden change of heart, sudden change at the way that you look at a situation. So let's get the clarifying card for that Hanged Man. We're going to start with that. Let's find out with the Hanged Man. What would you like to share with the beautiful sign Leo? And you got the King of Swords, and that is the King of Truth. He holds that sword proudly. And you know what? Sometimes we have to take our emotions out of a situation. If you've been feeling heartache and loss, you know, our heart and the way that we feel about a situation, it's not going to help us make clear decisions or choices, because it's kind of getting in the way of that. The King of Swords doesn't allow that to happen, because everything is based on truth. It's based on clarity, knowledge, facts. He likes the facts in front of him, and he's extremely enlightened. He is extremely intelligent. So again, I think that you are the seeker of truth right now. I think you're trying to figure out your new mindset. You're trying to change that so that you can see everything in your life from a nice new lens. Again, it could be supportive energy around you. King of Swords, again, no gender with any of the cards, but King of Swords would be air energy. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. So that could mean something for some of you as well. The second card you got was the Tower. And again, I think that you are taking some time out because you see that things are restructuring for you. I think you're ready to set some solid structure in your life. You're just not sure about how to go about doing it. So let's find out with this number 16, the Tower. Let's find out what goes along with the Tower card for you, Leo. As scary as change can be, it's also something that opens our eyes to, and it helps us to, again, if we can change, sometimes we need to make some changes in our life in order to move forward. Sometimes, you know, if we continue to think the same patterns, we continue to make the same mistakes, we continue to live the same life, we go down the same path, and then, you know, we kind of end up at the same destination. You're ready for something new. Interesting enough, you got the Six of Chalices. Six of Chalices is that memories of love. It is definitely something from the past that you need to restructure. So it could be your thinking patterns. It could be someone from your past. It could be a situation from the past, whether it be love or work. I'm thinking it's more a connection or somebody from your past that may have caused you some heartache and loss. And now you're trying to figure out how to restructure your whole life to bring more of a solid foundation. So something from the past is resurfacing, and I think it's actually, you're in the rebuilding phase. So again, that's very interesting, again, because we did have that, you know, memories of love there as well. So think about things from your past. For some of you, it could be a past relationship that maybe it's still, whether the relationship has ended or whether the relationship is still ongoing. It's something that you really feel needs restructuring because it's not based on a solid foundation right now. There's a crack in that foundation, and you have to figure out how to repair that. All right, so the last cards here we have is the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, you really could be rebuilding a relationship right now, and you are taking a little bit of a time out to reevaluate the relationship, reevaluate how, you know, you look at other people's perspective, you know, maybe even trying to figure out how to compromise certain things as well. You're really looking for a lot of truth, justice, and fairness. You want to bring balance back into this relationship, whether it's a new relationship or an existing relationship. The King of Pentacles is very much earth energy, and he really is very grounded, very practical. He's quite wealthy. He actually has a lot of life experience behind him, and he brings about a sense of stability. So he brings with him that firm foundation. There is some sort of proposal here with the Knight of Cups, meaning that there is somebody that's bringing you an offer of some sort, and it could be a love offer, absolutely, and it could be somebody of earth sign. Earth signs would be your Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. But I do believe that it's something that's in the offering that is bringing you this incredible new way of looking at structure in your life. And with that structure, what comes along with that is the wonderful feeling of abundance, right? And again, abundance can be, you know, health, wealth, all the material things. Now let's start with the Eight of Wands here. This Eight of Wands, it's like there's a lot of movement here. So I think that yes, and maybe in the first part of the week, you're taking a little bit of delay and you're sacrificing some things because you want to figure out how to restructure things in your life, but there's going to be messages coming through. So it's just because you're taking a time out doesn't mean that other things around you aren't still circulating. The Eight of Wands is definitely movement around you, and it's positive movement, right? There's positive messages coming through. Let's find out what they are. And you got the Knight of Pentacles. Well, very interesting. So I say that there's lots of messages coming in and a lot of movement. So yes, I think that your thought processes, I think that there are a multitude of messages that are coming in line for you. And this is what's creating this choice. But with the Knight of Pentacles, that is a slow moving knight. So I think that you are receiving lots of positivity around you, but you're not rushing into anything. I think that you are really, methodically thinking things through, planning strategies, figuring out how to create abundance for your life. And again, this Knight of Pentacles wants to build a firm foundation. And he realizes that that takes time and it takes effort, and he has to nurture it and he has to watch it grow. But he feels very confident that that can happen. And I think that you will be receiving messages that are going to really help you maintain that idea that you don't always have to be move, and action, that it's okay to take that step back and plan carefully, because your future can actually offer you a lot of abundance. Now let's find out with the Justice card, which is in the center of the reading there. So I feel like there's a lot of balance being restored here, especially with the King of Swords and that Justice card. A lot of Libran energy. Let's find out. Oh, did something flip? No, not yet. There we go. And now you've got another pentacle. You've got a lot of earth energy, meaning, again, this makes a lot of sense why in your incoming energies you would have number 4, firm foundation. That is a lot to do with grounding energy. The Princess of Pentacles, no gender with any of the cards. Now you're getting messages, okay? So I think you are getting positive messages about your stability. So again, it could be a job offer of some sort. It's something to do with finances. It's something that is going to create more financial abundance in your life. There is some truth coming out. It could be a contract. Absolutely could be a contract, and it could be a contract that you've been waiting for. It could be a contract that you have to sit and think about. You want to make sure that you're planning all the details, that you're planning your strategy for your future with this contract, because the contract is something that is going to produce a lot of abundance for you, a lot of balance for you. It's a fair contract, but you have to make sure that you are crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. Pay close attention to the details. And I believe that that is a message that's definitely coming through that, again, restores that balance in your life. You're really building a nice, strong foundation for yourself here. Page of Cups. So new, beautiful, creative energy. We got the 8 of Wands again. I do believe that there is something that is coming in quickly for you. Just because the decisions that you are making are taking time doesn't mean that there's not still movement circulating around you. I think that you are going to be receiving a tremendous amount of messages this week, and I think it's all positive messages forward. This message could be coming from somebody who is of water energy, so it could be a message of love. It could be definitely something that hits your emotions. Maybe it tugs on your heartstrings. The Page of Cups is a very intuitive card as well. It is somebody who is in their infancy stage, so it is a new message. It is a new, brilliant, beautiful, heartwarming energy. So it's something that puts a smile on your face, it warms your heart, and it makes you feel whole. So again, there could be messages that are coming through for some of you where love is concerned. It's a whole new reevaluation of where love stands in your life. And for some of you, it is a whole new burst of creative energy. It's a creative energy that is producing a lot more opportunities flying in for you as well. So let's start with the Lovers card here in the last grouping here. So that is all about choice. Again, it definitely can be choice. Maybe there's some choice with lovers too in your life. You got another 8. The choice is actually quite simple here, I guess. For some of you, it might be simple. The 8 of Chalices is the 8 of Cups, and it is you walking away from something that has left heartache and loss. You no longer want to feel that, and if it means that you are walking away from some type of a relationship, and relationships don't always have to be love relationships. They can be relationships family relationships, work relationships. It can be anything, friendships. It can be something that you just really feel is time to put behind you. And because you want to move in a new direction by holding on to this past heartache and loss, it's not going to allow you to move forward. So you have some choices that you need to make, and that choice isn't an easy one. It can be difficult, but it's a choice that you need to make, whether or not you want to hold on to the heartache or loss, or whether or not you want to walk through a new door where there might be more excitement, more adventure. Maybe it will be somebody who's more in line with your belief system. So it makes sense as we move down this row here. You've got the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. The 9 of Swords is that feeling of worry, and it's kind of stress. You know, you're not sleeping at night. It's like your mind, it's almost like having nightmares because, you know, you feel inside that you know that you have to make some choices in your life, and they're not easy choices. They may seem simple, but in actuality, because they tug on your heartstrings, it isn't as easy as, maybe it's easy for some people, but definitely not always. So the 9 of Swords is really sort of your feeling at nighttime. It's hard to sleep. You're not getting the rest that you need. You really are looking for emotional happiness, emotional fulfillment. You want that happy, you've been striving for that happy life. You want to bring that balance into your life. You want to be, you know, for some of you, it could be that you really want that successful relationship that brings you that joy and happiness. And it just fills your heart with all of that, because this is all about emotional fulfillment. And this can be yours. It is a rainbow here. Rainbows are always presented after some sort of obstacle. And I think the obstacle right now is your worries and that worry that you keep putting on yourself. I think that you will figure out how to make a choice. Even though sometimes that choice can be confusing, there is a choice that you are going to have to make, but it's going to bring you a sense of fulfillment, a sense of release. And I think that you're going to feel relieved from this once you're able to make that commitment. Let's find out with the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups here in the bottom of this here can be confusion. You know, we've got 7 of Cups that are filled with some really great things and some things that, you know, are fears, are things of fear of change, fear of, you know, fear of transformations, you know, our fear of not having enough money, our fear of having lots of money. You know, again, it's all of these different fears and all of these great opportunities that are all really rolled into one. So again, you're feeling a lot of confusion, right? Castles in the air a little bit. Your head is a little bit in the clouds, and how can it not be? Because again, I think that I think that you are being gifted with a lot of choice this week. Let's say gifted as a nice thing. It's always nice to have choice, right? We're very lucky if we do have choice. We don't want choices made for us. We want to be able to have that free will. So you are actually at the point where you have that free will. So let's find out with the 7 of Cups. Let's find out what is going on. And you've got the 5 of Swords. You really are feeling conflicted here. This is why, you know, you do need to stand your ground. You do need to stand up for yourself. I'll be honest, with the 5 of Swords, the way I'm seeing this is almost like an empty victory. So you are coming to the finish line, Leo, but you feel, you know, you feel a sense of confusion. You feel a sense of sadness because you know that you have to let a part of something go, whether it's a person or a situation. You have to let it go. You know down deep inside it's the right thing to do. You feel confident with that, but it doesn't make it that much easier. So you are feeling, I think that you are the one winning this internal battle, but I think it's something that is challenging for you. Let's get one more card for the 5 of Swords, please. Let's find out what happens with this empty victory. And you got the Queen of Wands, and that Queen of Wands is definitely your energy, Leo. Definitely you shining through here. So it is something that you are going through this week, but I think in the end, this is actually, although it's a choice that you have to make that is going to require you to emotionally have to make some choices, you are going to feel like you are on the winning end of it. You are going to feel like there is a sense of victory. But it's something that nonetheless is challenging for you. The Queen of Wands, though, is your self-determination, your courage, your strength. You have a personality that people are drawn to, and you are going to have supportive connections around you. I think that there is definitely, I think that whatever this is that is resurfacing for you, it is something from the past, and it is something that is going through a huge change. A change that is going to actually be for your betterment, but nonetheless, it's something that is a little bit more challenging this week. But you have to remember, you know, in the midst of all of the changes that are happening, the transformations that are happening, there is this beautiful 10 of Cups. So there is going to be this whole sense of emotional happiness. And I think that all of this leads to you building a stronger foundation in your life. And then that's just going to keep building and building and building until it blossoms to exactly what it is you want, what it is exactly you've been striving for. All right, Leo. Look at rainbow came out here too. Abundance and rainbow flew out of here. I'm going to put them back. But you know, that rainbow is you. You know, you've got the rainbow quite a few times here in your reading. So just know that even though you might be weathering some storms here, that rainbow is just on the verge of coming out for you. And you are going to feel abundance. And abundance is that faith. It's that optimism to keep moving forward. All right. For my beautiful Leo, this is your angel message. What would you like to share? So we've got two that are here. Those two definitely wanted to come out for you. All right, so you got number 14. The angels are watching over you. So you are not alone in any of this. So you don't ever have to feel that. You are supported. You are protected. You are loved. And you are encouraged. So again, you have an amazing amount of strength this week to be able to figure out what doors you need to close and what new doors you need to open. And then you also got number 4, Haniel, silver. So silver is going to be a metal that you should be looking at, because again, if you see any silver around you, those are messages coming from your angels. You've got a lot of spiritual support this week, so definitely you feel a lot of blessings around you. She is a goddess. She is psychic, sacred, and proud. So be proud of all of the decisions that you are making, the choices that you're being faced with. You do everything with a sense of pride. You are sacred, meaning you are very strong in your faith. You do things for the betterment, not only of yourself, but you do it for the others as well. I believe that you have a lot of intuition and a lot of power around you this week. You do have a lot of angels watching over you. So again, you are in a very powerful position with your team of angels that are there to encourage you and support you on your mission. All right, let's get your last angel message here, Leo. And wisdom. You are filled with so much wisdom. So my mind is strong, open, and clear. The angels are letting you know that working on nurturing a deeper connection with your own divine power can help you to deal with changes and challenges with ease, and can ensure you become your own tower of wisdom and calming presence in your life. Wow, beautiful. This is a wonderful way to sum up this reading. You are definitely full of wisdom. You are ready. You are ready, and your angels are letting you know that. All right, and let's close out your reading now with your angel number. Let's find out what that angel number is. You've got 3 8s in your reading, so 888, a very important number to keep in mind. Spirit angels, guides. Woo, thank you. And you got 777. This is your lucky break here. So good luck is on your side. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. And we are seeing a lot of divine intervention here. Your angels are letting you know that they are not just sitting back and just watching all of this happen. They're actually there supporting you. Your angels that are watching over you, and also Haniel. Our Archangel Haniel is also there to guide you. So this message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. Okay? You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get the message to others. And again, you know, and that makes a lot of sense again, because there's a lot of emotional things that you have to balance out here as well. All right, Leo, this was a very interesting reading. I hope that parts of it resonate with you. I hope that the meanings make sense. I wish that they could resonate with everybody every single time. I know that that's an impossibility, but if it does, again, please leave comments. Let me know if it's connecting with you. Please also consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. I can't thank you enough for all your love and support. Until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.